Hello guys, this time I want to talk to you about the parts of the sentence or the sentence elements. In our previous topic, the parts of a speech, we discussed that the different words that make up language, specifically the English language, have a purpose to be there. They have a connection with the other words, and we use them to create more complex pieces of meaning rather than just using simple words, right? So in this chapter, what we are going to be talking about is how these different words are connected and how we can figure out the meaning of a sentence and the different elements that comprise them, right? So for starters, first thing we need to do is to define what a sentence is, right? So we'll say that a sentence is a group of words, right? So I guess we can all agree with that a sentence is a group of words, but it's not as simple as just putting words together randomly, right? We need these words to convey a complete meaning. When I talk about a complete meaning, I don't necessarily mean a very complex idea. A complete meaning may be something as simple as I am sleepy to something more complex like I've been thinking about traveling overseas, but this situation with the pandemic does not allow me to do so. Both are complete ideas. So it's not about how long the expressions are, the utterances are, it's about conveying a complete meaning. And in order to convey a complete meaning, normally we talk about a sentence having a subject and a predicate. And those are the most basic elements of the sentence, the subject and the predicate. You gotta remember though that there is a case in which a simple word can be considered a sentence. I don't know if you remember the case, but it's the case of commands. The imperative mood can transmit a complete thought by using only one word. Like if I say run or stop, you are transmitting complete ideas with these words. But it applies to commands, and of course a command does not only comply of only one word, right? Normally we use a series of words to transmit commands, and commands are not necessarily something that implies power over another person. You can use a command to ask for something in a nice way by using, for example, the word please, right? Please stop doing that and help your sister. And also remember that tone is also very important, but that escapes our grammatical analysis that refers to other areas of linguistics, right? So, as I was telling you, the basic elements of a sentence are the subject and the predicate. And we'll say that the subject is the person or the thing or the animal, right, that is doing something, or the person, thing, or animal, or place that we are talking about. And the predicate is what we say about the subject. Anything that we say about it is the predicate. And as you may see in the presentation, we have three different kinds of subject. We have a simple subject, a complete subject, and a compound subject as well. And just like mirror images of the subjects, we have the predicates. We also have three, and they are named basically in the same way. They are the simple predicate, the complete predicate, and the compound predicate. Okay? Now let's talk about the simple predicate. The simple predicate occurs when you have only one word acting as the subject of the sentence. For example, if I say, they did not come on time. Who is doing the action? Who did the action of not getting there in time? They. And we only have one word acting as a subject. They did not come on time. So the simple subject is they. Or it could be Marcel. Marcel did not come on time. What is the subject of the sentence? Well, the subject is Marcel. It's only one word, so I say that's the simple subject. Okay, fantastic, I get it. A simple subject is when we only have one word acting as the subject. Yes, but not so fast. Unfortunately, it's not only one word, the subject, right? Sometimes the subject is made up of more words, and still, when you have multiple words, you have the chance to have a simple subject. How do I identify the simple subject in a more complex subject, in a more complete subject, we could say? We do this by remembering the concept of the phrase. I don't know if you remember, but in the previous topic, in the parts of speech, we talked about the different phrases that we can have in language. So we have adjective phrases, noun phrases, verb phrases, adverb phrases, prepositional phrases, right? So obviously when we have a subject, because the subject is a noun, we are talking about a noun phrase. So we'll say that even when I have a bigger, to put it this way, when we have a bigger subject, we can still find the simple subject by finding the head of the phrase. What is going to be the head of the phrase? The head of the phrase is the most central word in that specific phrase. In the case of a noun phrase, the central word is going to be a noun. And the other words, what they are going to be doing is to act as modifiers or complements for this word. Consider this. The little boy ran to his mama. The little boy ran to his mama. Who did the action? Who ran? The little boy or the mama? The little boy ran, right? So the little boy is what we call the complete subject. But let's focus on the simple subject. I have these three words. The little boy. If you remember, in the case of the parts of a speech in this phrase, I know that da is acting as an adjective. This determiner is acting as an adjective. For reasons that we already discussed, we have little, which is an adjective modifying boy, and da, of course, is also modifying boy. So the words da and little are working to provide extra information about boy. So the simple subject is boy. The little boy ran to his mama. What if I say the little boy in the corner ran to his mama? What is the subject? Boy or corner? Obviously the corner didn't run, right? So even though I may have more than one noun in the complete subject, the simple subject is the central word. I know that corner is not the simple subject because it's the object of the preposition in. Remember that we also discussed prepositional phrases, right? So that's how I find the simple subject in a complete subject. Now I already gave you the clues to allow you to understand what a complete subject is. A complete subject is the simple subject plus its modifiers or complements. A modifier is normally an adjective, yes, but it could be also a relative clause, and it could also be a prepositional phrase, right? Prepositional phrases may act as adjectives as well. So it could be one word that modifies the simple subject. If I say the man is drunk. The man is drunk. Da is modifying man. And just because of this, we have a complete subject. The man. And the simple subject is man. Okay, and what is a compound subject? Okay, so good that you ask. See, a compound subject happens when we have more than one simple subject. What, is that possible? Yes, because can more than one person do an action? Yes, of course, more than one person can do an action. For example, if you say, I like pupusas, are you the only one who likes pupusas? No, I like pupusas too. Yeah. Jennifer, I think Jennifer likes pupusas too. What about Karen? Yes, Karen likes pupusas too. So I may have several subjects performing the same action. So when that happens, when I have more than one simple subject in the subject position, of course, then I say that I have a compound subject. So if I say something like Fred, Mark, and Jennifer arrived to the lake. Jennifer, Mark, and I made a mistake. Okay, Jennifer, Mark, and Jose. Let's change the last subject. Jennifer, Mark, and Jose arrived to the lake. I have three simple subjects there, but I don't classify them as simple subject 1, simple subject 2, simple subject 3. I simply say compound subject, Jennifer, Mark, comma, Jose. That's the compound subject. And this is interesting because I can have two complete subjects. Yes, I mean two simple subjects that have modifiers, and I can also have a compound subject. But remember that we are only classifying the simple subject, not the modifiers. So if I have something like my friend and his sister live in Canada. My friend and his sister live in Canada. What is the simple subject? Or what are, let me correct myself, what are the simple subjects? My friend and his sister. My is modifying friend. His is modifying sister. So I say that friend, comma, sister are the compound subject of that sentence. So the simple subject or the compound subject is made up only of individual words? No, because it may also be a proper noun, right? If it's a proper noun, it may be made up of more than one word. In those cases, we classify the whole phrase as a simple subject. So if I say something like Maria Baring followed The Witcher, the simple subject is not Maria or Baring because they are the same person. So I'd say simple subject is Maria Baring. And the same applies, of course, to compound subjects, right? As long as we have a proper noun, if it's made up of more than one word, you need to consider the whole phrase as an individual unit, right? And I'm going to continue talking about the predicates in the next video, guys, because I guess this is long enough. All right, have a great day, everybody. I'll see you in the next video.